Welcome to JC Connect. Yesterday we were discussing about the different types of test on concrete. There we have covered VB test, and I also said that how we are going to conduct this VB test. So that test we are going to conduct it on the fresh concrete. So now come to the hardened concrete. See, normally many tests we are going to conduct it on this hardened concrete. So when it comes to the hardened concrete, we have different types of uh, tests are available based on the strength analysis. Normally, the strength different types of strength which you are going to conduct it on concretes or the concrete blocks are. First one is compressive strength. Second one is tensile strength. The third one is shear strength, and the fourth one is a bond strength. Normally, you already conducted many tests, maybe in your project work, this compressive strength and the tensile strength, but you might have not conducted this shear strength and this bond strength. Of course, this compression strength which you are going to conduct it for a cube and a cylinder type of specimens, we will use it, and there we will conduct it, and the tensile strength also we will conduct it. The tensile strength which you are going to make it on the cubes or um, the cylinders where the tensile forces are going to act. Uh, in case of this shear strength, normally this is when you are conducting the shear strength analysis. It is not about the tensile stresses, and it is not about the compressive stresses. So normally this we are going to conduct by applying equal forces um, which are in opposite direction. It is not like tensile and compressive strength, compressive stresses, but we will apply the stresses on um, the hardened concrete, um, which are of equal force or equal stress, which are opposite in direction. Maybe in detail in IS code it is there. We can find out it. Maybe I'll give you some references at the end. So next, bond strength which you are going to apply for uh, the steel reinforcements. Normally when steel reinforcement, if you are find outing the strength of steel in the concrete, we'll use the bonding between the steel and the cement mortar concrete. In that cases, we'll see that how much bond it is giving in between um, your steel and the rest of the concrete. So for when it comes to the first one, compressive strength, if you wanted to find out the compressive strength, normally if you make it the like M7.5 concrete, we have to use 1 is to 2 is to 3 or 1 is to 2. So that standard uh, IS code definitions are there. If you are making M20 concrete, what will be the cement mortar aggregate, cement sand aggregate ratios? 1 is to 2 is to 6, 1 is to 2 is to 4, based on the type of cement or based on the type of sand you will use it. That calculations are there. So based on that you have to make it, then make the cube or the cylinder test. So of course it is the compressive strength is the resistance of the material to break under compression. Very simple, means here we are applying compressive stresses. Of course MPa is normally you'll use it, that is a megapascal, or we can call it as 20 MPa, means it is 20 into 10 power 6 Newton per meter square. Pascal stands for Newton per meter square. So 10 power 6 Newton. If you are applying for if you are uh, analyzing the compressive strength for M20 concrete, so that is uh, 20 megapascal of pressure which is going to apply on per meter square area, means 20 into 10 power 6 newtons of compression stresses you are applying on per meter square area. So then if it is resisting, means then your M20 concrete is satisfied. So different tests, of course, we are going to conduct it on compressive strength, that is cube test and cylinder test. So this maybe you already know this. This of course standard dimensions, you will use it for cube test. So the iron molds, normally we will use it the molds different size. So that is 150 mm bar, 150 mm bar, 150. Of course it is a cubical shaft of equal dimensions L, B, H. So then of course clamping equipments you'll use it. So then normally mineral oil, normal oil, use it whenever if you are pouring any concrete surrounding, you have to use the oil, so that when you add it, it should not stick on to the concrete. Then for mixing you'll use it some steel rods. So then trowel you will use it, so that from the trowel you will take it and you will place the concrete onto the um, this molds. So then of course compressive testing machine or UTM will use it, or universal testing machine will use it. In that you can do compression, tensile, all you can do it. So this is a same cube test. So this is a normal, you can see that this is a mold, you have already seen that. Maybe many of you already conducted the projects also in your 8 semesters. So then cylinder test, normally for this we will use it 15 centimeter dia of the cylinder of a 30 centimeter height of we'll use it. And here also we'll use it clamping equipments, mineral oil for uh, will so that it should not stick onto the cylinder. So then steel rod will use it. So then trowel, then compression testing machine for testing or universal testing machine for uh, testing the um, this tests. Of course other than this compression strength, um, tensile strength can also be done in your UTM. And other than that we have shear strength and the bond strength. See, if you wanted to find out the bond strength, normally you have to cast the beam. And once you cast the beam, so in the beam normally you will use the reinforcement of the steel. When you use the reinforcement of the steel, will apply uh, um, the stresses on the edges as well as the middle portions of the beam. So then how exactly how it is going to bend, where exactly it is going to collapse, that we will analyze it in the bond strength. So normally if wherever the bonding is weak, there you can observe the collapsing of the steel reinforcements. So we can discuss all four tests. First one is compression, second one is directly you can use IS code for explaining the compression strength, compressive strength for different types of ratios of cement, that is M20, M50, or you can take any one example and you can explain how we are going to conduct the cube test for M20 concrete. Okay, maybe in the next class we'll start with the different types of tests on aggregate.